Hi, everybody. I think we're all live now. I am broadcasting this on Facebook, on YouTube, and on go.rallyup.com, which is where you can go to give donations for Child's Place CASA. Again, we are dealing with the 25th anniversary of a Child's Place CASA. We are very excited about what's been going on. We're having a contest, and I wanted to put this out in the front this time. Those of you who need to know, we are having a contest. We are trying to guess how many children a Child's Place CASA has advocated for in the first 25 years that they've been around. It's actually the first 24 years because we're going to end at our numbers at December 31st, 2024. That's the final date, because when it comes to children, our numbers change drastically and daily. It's possible to get a whole lot of cases finished, or get a whole lot of cases come in all at the same time, and you just never know. So we're having a contest. If you want to enter, all you have to do is put a comment by whichever platform you're watching this on of how many children you think we have advocated for in Brooke, Hancock, and now Jefferson County. So we're going for all 25 years. How many lives have we touched as far as the children that we've advocated for? We've touched a whole lot more because of their families and their families' families and our volunteers. And so there's a lot of lives that Child's Place CASA has touched. But we're just going with the children. How many children have we advocated for? Put that in the comments, and the one closest to wins a prize. We have a little basket with CASA logo stuff, and we are going to give that out on February 9th at our hot chocolate event. February 9th, which is a Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. We've got you covered from 12 to 4, so it would be your pre-Super Bowl party if this is a game that you care about. Come to Folsby Park in the community house, and we will be having hot chocolate. You can choose to buy a mug, commemorative mug, for $25, or a stuffed animal for $25, or have as much hot chocolate and bakery as you'd like. It's going to be a good event. We're looking forward to it. That would be tomorrow. So this is your last chance to decide you want to do it, because when you see me tomorrow, I'm going to be telling you how it went. All right, let's get started with our memories, shall we? All right. Do you remember the year 2004? I did not. I had to look all of this up, but it was interesting. Our movies that grossed the most the years was Harry Potter's second movie, Spider-Man's second movie, and Shrek's second movie. So clearly not a lot of creativity in the year 2004. The show House started. I don't know if you were a fan, but that was the first year that one began, and Lost was the talk of everything TV. Everybody wanted to know what was going on with that. So 2004 is when Facebook started. It was also when Gmail started. Before that, a lot of us were using Yahoo. Some of the younger people in our audience don't know what Yahoo is. That's okay. You didn't miss anything. We had landed a rover on Mars in 2004. The Boston Red Sox won the baseball championship, and Tesla started. That was the first year that the Tesla Corporation started producing cars. National CASA partnered with Jewelers for Children, and the Jewelers for Children help CASA by donating money based on how much they sell. So that's their largest private funder to date. Child's Place CASA was also raising money. Where they get it from? Well, some of it came from National CASA. And what National CASA does is, with their fundraising, is they then break it down and send it to the different programs. The more than 900 programs that were going at this time get a sliver of the money they raised. The Victims of Crime Act in West Virginia also was part of where the money came from. VOCA is a bill that was passed that said, we need to compensate the people who have been victims of crimes. And the children, of course, are definitely victims of abuse and neglect. And so a lot of that money went to advocate for them. We also had some private donations. The Lucera Foundation was the first corporation that donated with us. All right, going back to the year 2005. You got to see this. This is just interesting. You ready?
Alright, so here we are, one of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
All right. The point of that, it was the first YouTube video. That was the very first YouTube video ever. And of course, because I don't know what I'm doing, we're on Hurricane Katrina happened in that year in 2005. Grey's Anatomy started that year. The movie War of the Worlds, which was a remake. Office began, the American Office, not the England Office. And again, our movies were remakes or continuations of previous movies. In 2005, PlayStation 2 came out with Guitar Hero, which became a huge hit. They also came out with the PlayStation Portables. At the time, they were selling for $250, which in our money nowadays would cover about $440 is how much they were selling for. Now, if a PlayStation Portable cost $440, how much did it cost CASA to advocate for their kids? The national average said it cost about $8.33 per day. That comes out to $250 per month, or $3,000 per year per kid. That seems like a lot, especially when you add how many kids were in care at that point. Again, where did we get our money? Some of it came through VOCA, we talked about that. Some of it came through national and state CASA. West Virginia CASA and Ohio CASA also do some fundraising that they can funnel through to their programs. Some came through grants. I just got to say, at one point, we were supposed to be getting some money through, I believe, the commissioners, and that fell through. And Kroger stepped up and said, we'll give you that amount instead. So I got to say, Kroger, yay, good for you. But we get grants, and we write as many as we can so that we can get the money through that way. Some came through groups. Some groups were doing some fundraising for us. So Trinity's United Methodist Church, we have the Elm Grove Eagle Riders, and the Brooke County Sportsman Club are three of the groups that worked with us to do fundraisers especially for us. We also had our Angel Roll. They each gave a 5-year commitment to donate to a given amount. And we'll talk a little bit more after we talk about the year 2006. Spotify came out that year, which meant that more and more people could get on the internet and sell whatever it is that they were creating. Crunchyroll, for those, if you know, you know, that's more for the younger generation. It has a lot of the the cartoons and the anime are on Crunchyroll. Prime Video came out for the first time, and guess what? No commercials. Not now. Now it's extra for no commercials. Twitter came out as actually Twitter, and I really, really had to keep all of the different logos there because, oh my gosh, I mean, it went through a lot of changes, and then it changed its name completely to X, but we're not there yet. Pluto became not a planet. A lot of us are still unhappy with that thought, but it is what it is. Dexter came out, the series Dexter, the series Heroes, and the anime Death Note, which was very, very popular with the younger generation. It was also the very first Pirates of the Caribbean, the very first Cars, and X-Men The Last Stand. not the first. But again, a lot of these, as you can see, are going to come up through the years, and they're going to be recreating them. It was also the time of Super Bowl 40. Why did I put this in? Well, because the Steelers won, of course. They beat the Seahawks, and it was an awesome game, 21-10. For those of you who remember it, you remember it. Tickets to go to the Super Bowl game at that year cost between $950 and $7,000. And the reason I bring up money is because we're still talking about CASA and their money. At this point in time, the angel roll is growing. Again, let's talk about the angel roll. If you are on the angel roll, you commit to giving a donation for 5 years. Now, how much is the donation? Well, that's up to you. It can be as little as $49 per year, $1 per year, or up to $49. That makes you a cherubim. A seraphim is up to $249. An archangel up to $499. You're an angel up to $999, and if you're 1,000 or more, that makes you a guardian angel. And we have people that fit in all of those different categories. If you sign up for Angel Roll, all we ask is that you give what you can, and that will be absolutely wonderful. The thing about the Angel Roll is that is money that is not spent on a specific thing, which means it could go wherever we need to. If we had a very large electric bill, we can use the Angel Roll money for that. If the roof needs to be repaired, we can use the Angel Roll money for that. If we hire somebody to come in and clean the office, we could use the Angel Roll money for that. Whatever we need to use the money for, that's what the Angel Roll provides. It provides constant funds that we know we can count on. On to the year 2007. That was when the Tea Party was big. It just got started, and the Tea Party was a super conservative, grassroots type group that wanted to make changes in the government. It was also on February 10th, and I put that date in there because this is important. That's our very first start date. On February 10th, Barack Obama announced he was going to run for president, right on our birthday. It was also the year that Windows came out with Vista. Do you remember Vista? And the first iPhone ever was revealed that year. Tumblr came out. Tumblr was a site that isn't very popular now, but it was just a social media site. Netflix came out that year. Hulu came out that year. Amazon Kindle came out that year. Movies that came out included Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Harry Potter, and the Deathly Hallows, the final book, came out. Transformers movie came out. Younger kids got a chance to spend a lot of money because there were people that were putting a lot of money into targeting that age group, the younger, the later teens, early 20s, and they got to spend lots of money. Back to Money with CASA, we have fundraisers that help our bottom line. Let me go back and talk about this just a second. Every year, Boss Cuffs does a Friends Helping Friends, and basically you pay $5 for a 25% off shopping pass. So as you can tell, you make it back right away. Boss Cuffs is down in St. Clairsville, and it's an interesting store because it has brands that are not necessarily name brands, but they're not brands that you haven't heard of either. And they have them at good prices just regularly. With this day, I always use this to kick off my Christmas shopping. It's a Tuesday in October, and you give $25 to Child's Place CASA. We give you this coupon. We get to keep the $5 and use it as we need to, and you get to save 25% on everything you buy that day. So this is a really good time to start thinking about saving up to shop for Christmas next year. We also have we go to a lot of fairs. We talked to, we did a telephone survey one year, and we asked people, have you heard of CASA? And those that had heard of CASA, we said, well, where did you hear us from? And most people had not heard of CASA, but those that answered yes said, we saw you at the fair. So we continue to do the fairs. Yes, they do raise us some money. Not as much as we might hope. But they are there, and it's great for talking to people. And I can't tell you how many people I've talked to at a fair about what was going on in their life. They come up to me and say, hey, you know, I was a foster kid, or, you know, we're trying to get my blah blah's kids, or however it works. A lot of people look forward to seeing us. We also have in October our 31 for 31. And so we get 31 bags, and we raffle them off live each day in October, and you get to see who wins and what they win. And that goes on Facebook. We used to do bake sales. That one stopped. It was very popular, but it stopped somewhere around COVID. And we haven't really brought it back, and I don't know if we're going to because of liability things. With COVID and stuff, we used to do quarter auctions too. Again, I don't know if we're going to bring it back. We lost that one around COVID. And of course, Show CASA Love began, and it helps our bottom line as well. You can also host a fundraiser for us. If you want to do a raffle, we have had yard sales and garage sales, breakfast with Santa. People have hosted chili cook-offs for us. There's all sorts of things, and if you want, give me a call or shoot me an email or leave a comment here, and I can come up with like 100 ideas of unique fundraisers that you could do that would be helpful for CASA. Now it's your turn to make a difference. You could donate now. You can either go to the website and donate through there. You could go to go.rallyup.com/showcasalove 2025, or you can send your donation directly to us. I wanted to bring this up too because we're talking about our Angel Roll members. This one stopped around COVID, but we are bringing it back. This is not a fundraiser. This is just breakfast with a judge. What we're doing is we invite all of our Angel Roll members to come and have breakfast with a judge. And this year we actually have 2 judges that are coming. The judge from Brooke and from Hancock will be there because we're celebrating our 25th year. Only Angel Roll members are invited. So if you want to be part of this breakfast, we would love to have you. You simply have to become an Angel Roll member. And how do you do that? Well, or 3. Contact Rhonda Stubbs, either at their phone number 304-737-4444, or email at childplacecasa, no A, childplacecasa@comcast.net. So those are some things that we need, or we can look forward to. Hopefully we'll get another 25 Angel Roll members by the end of this year. That's my goal. I want up to 25 volunteers or more by the end of this year, 25 new Angel Roll members, and I'd love to raise, ready for this, $25,000. I know this is not the economy to be asking for this in. It's real hard right now. The year got off to a real slow start. I'm hearing from realtors. I'm hearing from restaurateurs. I'm hearing from a lot of people saying this is really slow starting year. So I get that. But if we could raise $25,000 throughout the year, I would absolutely be thrilled. I want to thank Tony Moreland, who's sponsored today, and she will be doubling your money. So if you donate $5, she'll match it up to $250. So let's push her to the limit. Let's get $250 donated. That's just 10 people donating $25. That's not hard. And let's celebrate A Child's Place CASA and their fabulous work that they're doing in our county, in our 3 counties. This is Tina Thompson. I will see you tomorrow at 4:30, and I'm signing off. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 to 4,